What is going on to you? What is going on to you, Aquarius out there? So, for you, Aquarius, you have the Hermit, the Four of Wands, and you, Aquarius, have the Five of Swords. So, these three cards right here for you very much so speaks to how a lot of you, Aquarius, are, I'll say this. A lot of you, Aquarius, are a lot more low-key. Y'all are in a good relationship, and a lot of you are not broadcasting it. A lot of you have, talked to somebody, you've met somebody, y'all are hanging out, but a lot of you are not running around telling everybody, because you realize that the more people that you have in your relationship consistently is the more or worse the relationship is going to be. So a lot of you, Aquarius, are very much so hermiting it, right? Where it's, what is a hermit? A person that excludes themselves from the rest of the world. And that's how it is that you want the relationship to be. You want it between you and the person that you're actually going out with, not you and somebody else, and your parents, or your children, your cousins, your you know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have children, okay? Your friends, your exes, your parents, if they're still around, your co-workers. No, you, Aquarius, want things to be strictly between you and this next person. And the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups right here represents how, because you understand how things can go, and you regretted it many times in the past, allowing other people to have a real say-so in how you, Aquarius, actually choose to be in a relationship, right? You, Aquarius, allowed other people to talk you out of a potentially good relationship, because things may not have necessarily been going terribly, or things may not have necessarily been going so great, but you still had a functional relationship. And you Aquarius, still remember how many times people told you some nonsense, or other people talked the other person or other people talked the other person that you were dating out of a good relationship. There's a lot of dirty macking going on. In slang, that's called a dirty mac, for anyone who, because I know I got a multicultural audience, right? Dirty macking is like basically people who are trying to ruin a good relationship or something good that you are creating with a potential or a well-working significant other. So what they'll do is that they will essentially try to make the two of you break up, right? And there's a whole lot of dirty macking. And you, Aquarius, are sorry for allowing other people to dirty mac up behind you. And you just don't want anyone to dirty mac on the person that you are trying to get to know, or you are getting to know better, right? Because you regretted it, and you realized that that was one of the huge mistakes that you made, was actually incorporating so many people into a once functionally relationship. The Page of Swords, yeah, that was your demise. That was your downfall doing that. You realized that you shouldn't have done that, and that since then, you, Aquarius, actually been learning from your mistakes on what to do and what not to do, like I was talking about. And the Six of Swords now represents you actually got an answer once you started to learn from said mistakes, right? You actually started to see results from this, because you Aquarius, probably started to hang out with a couple of people. You probably got nothing, but it was a step up compared to how things may have ended between yourself and the last, relationship, or the person that something was supposed to be established with, right? Because there's people that you're talking to where it's like you meet them, you exchange numbers, you're getting to know, but nothing ever actually comes out of that. And then there's people where it's like you're getting to know, and then the two of you are supposed to be in a relationship. Two of you are in a relationship, and then it goes bad, right? That's interesting. The Knight of Pentacles represents how the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles represents how, for you, Aquarius, for you, you're glad that you have this person in your life, because for you, it's like this person is listening to the things that you have to say, and they're actually taking the things that you have to say seriously. It's not just about you, Aquarius, just like saying something, and it's like they just want you to shut up and put your mouth on it. You know what I mean? You understand? I'm sure you, Aquarius, can use your imagination on what I mean. No, yeah, this person wants that, for you to put your mouth on it, because they like you physically, they see you as fine, but at the same time, they also do cherish other bits and parts and other parts of you as well. No pun intended. Well, I guess you have to say pun intended, but they cherish you is the point that I'm trying to make. They actually want to hear what it is that you have to say. They think that you Aquarius have great ideas, and that they actually want you to speak, and that they love it when you talk to them, as long as it's in a very well-to-do, constructive way. As long as it's not a way where it's like, that it's not, as long as it's the message isn't about tearing them down and about strictly what it is that they're doing wrong in particular, but not turning it into a teaching moment on how they can get better while the relationship lasts, while it's still here, while you still want a relationship, while the relationship is still intact. So what happens is the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, no, excuse me, Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles represents, like other people would have balled up, other people would have cry-babied up. A lot of you, Aquarius, think or observe. A lot of people, when you're getting in talks with them, right, and regardless of whether or not the two of you have beef at the moment, right, where the two of you have issues with one another, I'm seeing how a lot of you, Aquarius, in the past, you will see a person that you would have dated in the past, who is not this particular person, obviously. Compared to them, they would have like I said, they wouldn't want to hear any of that. They would have just wanted you, Aquarius, to just shut the F up and put your mouth on it. And that's it. And that's all it is that they want from you. They don't want they don't want you to contribute anything. But for you, right, again, you see this person as actually being open to being criticized. This person is open to not just being criticized, but even when things aren't terrible or friction between the two of you, they're still willing to listen to what it is that you have to say and take the things that you have to say into consideration. Things are important, right? So they want to hear what it is that you, Aquarius, have to say, because they know that Aquarius is a zodiac sign of knowledge, right? So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. You have the Four of Cups, Two of Wands, the Magician. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and then you, Aquarius, have the Devil card. So like the Four of Cups and the Two of Wands, and because of the fact that, other people wouldn't want to listen to what it is that you had to say, whether there was friction or not, it made that much more, that compounded the friction. It made it worse, because how are you, Aquarius, supposed to be in a good relationship with somebody, right? You, Aquarius, supposed to be in a good relationship with somebody when they won't even listen to what you have to say, even when it's not friction or problems, even when the two of you are supposed to be peaceful with one another and actually get along, they still giving you problems. So the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune is just, no, that's a relationship that just didn't work. And the Devil now represents, now you, Aquarius, are actually getting that kind of treatment. I'm seeing how a lot of you, Aquarius, have to understand what is a standard and what is not, okay? Don't use, from my suggestion, don't use unrealistic expectations and crazy experiences to be the standard. Respect given both ways is a standard. The person cherishing you, your ideas, what you have to contribute is a standard. That's perfectly fine. That's something you're supposed to expect or want the person to cherish. But just don't create crazy standards is what the devil is saying. Don't get, it's saying that the cards are saying that it's wonderful, you know what I'm saying, that you're actually getting the things that you want, the person that you want, and that you're happy. But what it's also saying is don't get carried away to the point where you start to get a little bit delusional about it.